Here with Lorenzo Truck Simpson. Second pro fight, man, coming up.
Third
pro fight. That's right, you did.
Yeah.
You did have another. You snuck one in on me. But the first one though, how good was that for you?
It was amazing in front of my hometown fans. It was very exciting. At first I was nervous, but it was cool.
Well, how was the build-up? You know, you had the first fight coming up, and
yeah, it was crazy because everybody was so surprised and excited for me to come to the pros.
So even when you found out that you were turning pro, how was that for you, making that transition from amateur to pro?
I think it was cool for me. It was more of a thing to prove to me. Like, I was feeling good because I just as you know, I was just retired of the amateurs. It was like
did everything.
It was just something new for me. Yeah.
Yeah. How is that to be that type of amateur, actually accomplish everything?
Yeah.
Especially at an early stage in your career as an amateur. You did everything and was pretty much no need for you to continue. So that made the decision for you.
Yeah, that's what made the ultimate decision. It was nowhere further for me to go. I faced all the other countries in the world. So I just thought, why I'm hungry and why I'm getting better and better, I might as well just turn pro so I could be more excited.
So how about the Olympics? That'll be coming up next year. So that's, like you said, you faced everybody in different countries, so that didn't really matter to you?
No, it really didn't matter to me. I felt like we had Olympians, we had gold medalists, we had silver medalists, we had bronze. I didn't feel like I had to take that route.
How you accepting the role of being so popular?
It's cool, but boxing comes first because I really love it, and it can take care of me and my family forever, so it comes first. So I would never play with the sport. Yeah,
and you got a huge following.
Yeah.
And where did all that come from? You know what I'm saying? Just being who you are, or
I've always been myself. Of course, winning because nobody really loses. It's sad to say, but just winning, always being myself, humble. Never was trying to be something that I'm not. That's how I think, man, it came.
And, I know it's still early in your career, but to me it seems like they got big plans for you.
Yeah, very big plans. We won't be rushing, but I think
you got stuff mapped out already.
Yeah, I got a lot of talent and I'm young, but once I get that strength, 2021 I will be world champion.
How you feel when you go around and people recognize you, and like being out in Vegas, with the tank out there sometimes, and you see guys like my man Ellie Setback come up to you, that's my partner right there.
They just be following. Another kid, they just following their story.
Yeah.
A lot of them love me more than others, but but for the most part, nobody don't really some fighters got problems with some reporters, but no, everybody seems to like me because I don't never I'm not never going to change or not be myself.
Do you ever get challenged, through social media and things like that? People want to call you out?
Yeah, I really don't pay no mind because they're not in my face. Most of the time, you're going to literally run into a guy on social media. You run into him, if it's not the same, there's no need to worry. He's not harming me.
How's conversations like with Floyd Mayweather when he see you?
Awesome. He always, most of the time now, he don't even give me boxing game. He tell me about investments because he know I has the talent. He might show me little tweets when we at the gym, but he tell me about after boxing.
So how great is that to feel that people like Floyd, the one at the top of the sport, you know what I'm saying, when he was fighting, to reach out to you personally,
It's amazing. It just shows that if nobody knows, I put a lot of hard work in. It makes you keep going. It motivates you. And, it just keeps you going, knowing that the hard work pays off.
Because I remember when you were amateur years ago, when you was the little truck bringing all your belts to the ring with you and your outfits, so you were ready destined for pros. Anyway, because you had personalized outfits as an amateur. So how do you carry that into being a professional, but at a different level? Because being a professional is totally different from the amateurs.
I just take the same style, but bring it in a bigger way, a grown man way. So that's just how I take it. But I always had the look. I always knew what I was going to be. So now it's just my time. And a lot of people get their time and don't take advantage. So I will take full advantage.
And now boxing is different from the days when Sugar Ray Leonard and everybody was fighting. It was more just about boxing back then. But now it's more of a business. And have you adapted in the early part of your career, just learning the business?
Yes, definitely. That's why I'm not signed to nobody. I'm moving my own. I'm doing a lot of business with a lot of different people. But yeah, the boxing is definitely a business now.
Now tell me how it is at the Upton Gym when nobody was pro. Everybody was just amateurs.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And now you see world champions, you know, top contenders and things like that.
When we was amateurs, it was like winning a tournament was the big thing. So now it's like world championship turned into to what we used to get the trophies, like the lower belts. Now we becoming world champions.
About the checks now.
Yeah, a lot of checks, a lot of fun. It's just a very competitive gym. We got a lot of great fighters.
What is the competitiveness between you and Tank and Malik when all your guys are in the gym together?
Yeah,
how competitive is it?
I don't like to win to nobody. Coach Kyle knows that. I don't like to win. I don't care if it's a sprint. It's a,
so you like to win, huh?
Yeah, I love to win. Most of the time I win because I'm very competitive. I don't even care if I never did it before. That's how I always was.
I see you guys when you're on the track running the stairs.
Yeah.
Who's the fastest? You or Truck?
Me.
You or Tank?
Me.
You the fastest?
Ask Coach Kyle who got the best time. I got the best time on the hill.
Tank was flying up them stairs.
Yeah. When Tank get very low, close to his weight, real fast.
Oh, okay.
He not fast for me though.
How conversation is it, you know, when y'all not boxing between you and Tank?
We talk every day. That's my brother. He just tells me stay focused. But when we not boxing, we go out to eat. We have fun. We still young, so we travel. Anything we want to do, he gonna help me do. My birthday just passed, so me and him gonna go on a trip after this because I'm fighting. So yeah, he just an awesome big brother.
So you got this fight coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
How did you train, you know, as a pro, as compared to as an amateur, you know?
Amateur, I mean, it's kind of the same format because we always work hard, but it's more of a like you leave the gym when you're amateur, you might go to your friend's house play around. It's more of a like I'm on a strict lineup.
Yeah.
There's no games being played, so it's my job.
And I know you got a lot of people supporting you and everything. Big fan base.
Yeah.
You know, did that trickle over from the amateurs?
Yeah.
And now
I think I got a bigger one in the pros. Yeah.
Now, speaking of your pro fan base, how has it grown just from being from Baltimore, a fan base, to actually from everywhere?
I think when I turned pro, I started spawning more pros. So you know, when you spawn more pros, you start to stimulate fan base, and people start to know you. You start spawning gyms. I think people just gravitated to me.
And so this fight you got coming up, you know anything about the opponent?
No, I don't really. Even though I found out about the opponent, I don't really watch him. I let Coach Kyle do the job. He very awesome with just showing me little things that he knew about the opponent, but he won't tell me.
Okay.
But he'll just
show you what to work on.
And once I get it, I learn very fast.
All right, appreciate your time, Truck.
Yeah, you too, my guy.
Take care.